I just did the long video on what a flared G is, the 1988 flared G. And for those of you who don't know, if the video is over 3 minutes, it's long factor. If it's under 3 minutes, it's a short factor. So I'm going to do a short factor video now on what the flared G is, the 1988, and we're going to do it nice and fast. Every year they make the dies for the following year and the year before, right? Obviously, they do not wait until the year that they're making the pennies to make the dies to make the pennies. They make the dies the previous year. Now, if they swapped out dies too early and they were still making pennies of the previous year, probably 9 out of 10 times nobody would notice because they would just think it's a penny from either you just wouldn't know. But what happened in 1988 was that the 1989 had a different reverse, had something different about the reverse. And what was different about the reverse on the 1989 was something very, very small, but people noticed it. The G in the FG, right, the artist name, the G has what's called a flare. And they're calling it a flare, but what it really is a serif. This line in the G is called a serif in calligraphy. And in the 1988, the G has no serif. It looks like this, right? So this G on this 1988, right, has no serif. It looks like this. But on the 1989 G, it has a serif. So if you find a 1988 and the G has a serif, the only thing I can do is I can show you on a coin on eBay, and maybe you could sell it. So here, see, it says, and it's called the FS901. All right, that's the error. So if we look at the G, you have to look at it upside down. If you look at the G, you can see the little line on the bottom and in the middle, and that's a serif. And this is the flared G. They want $400 for it. FS901. And that's the flared G. And if you find one, then it's worth about $100 ungraded.